if someone can take the floor for recapping the last what actually the topic we ended up to. Can anyone?
So mostly
Yes,
we learned the application of graphics like CAD presentation, computer art,
Mm-hmm.
education training, visualization, image processing, and medical application.
Okay. If I'm not sure that have I finished everything?
no,
All the
sir.
applications? No,
Sir,
that's.
today you will start from the robotics, image processing.
I think yes, we discussed something about up to visualization, then a few things about image processing, maybe, right?
Yes, sir.
Okay, and um, the recording that we have done, there maybe we discussed up to the application we have discussed in there.
Yes, sir. We have discussed it.
Okay, all right. In the recording, that's I'm actually saying. So I'll go for quickly about the application as well. If someone just quickly, maybe from the application, if they want to say something, anyone about.
Sir, basically, computer aided design means whenever we design something with the help or with the basis of computer, that time we can say that it is computer aided design, and
Mhm.
we use it for the special feature of this that it has a wired frame outline. And you have given an example that if Toyota company made their wheels, so they don't repeat it again and again for making the wheels, if they have the wired frame or outline, and it given the internal and external features of the object. It is a specialty of computer aided design feature.
Okay, that's good. And also the animation or virtual work, right? Okay. What about presentation graphics?
So it's especially the statistical or mathematical or any type of managerial reports information we can get through this, and we can compare the differences, or we can get the values or the range through this. And especially the presentation graphics like histogram, pie chart, time chart, we use these presentation graphics.
Okay. And then about computer art entertainment.
So it's especially the it making with the help of object shape, and also it shows the object motion or moving of the object. We can use this on the cartoon drawing and also the logo design or product advertisement.
Okay. About something about morphing.
So morphing means changing from one picture, one image to another image, or one shape to another shape. We use this for changing one image to another image, or one form to another form very smoothly, and we can use it for movie or movies.
Okay. All right. Thank you very much, Professor. You did really well. And mm, yes, education training also we have maybe discussed. So maybe I can ask those of you who are maybe in the class that Minhaj, can you hear me? Minhaj?
Yes, yes, sir.
Yes, Minhaj. So can you tell me that the visualization already we have discussed maybe some part. So can you tell me the speciality of visualization?
Hello, sir. Sorry,
Yes.
sir. I missed this part in that class.
Okay. Uh, all right. That's fine, Minhaj. Never mind. What about Muhammad Alami?
Yes, sir.
Yes, Muhammad Alamin. Is it? Do we have another Alamin? I think maybe I have picked up.
Okay, sir. Okay, sir.
Cadet Muhammad Alamin. There's another Alamin, maybe.
Sir, I was absent last
Oh,
class.
you are absent in the last class.
Yes, sir.
What happened in the last class?
So actually, sir, I was in fever. I was sick, sir.
How is the condition now?
Sir, still I have fever. I'm not
Okay.
totally.
Sir, can I say something about visualization? As far
Yes,
I know.
you can. Just give me a second. Let us take the update from Alamin. So, are you taking some medicine, Alamin?
Yes, sir.
What you are taking?
Sir, I am taking normal Napa extra, like paracetamol type tablets, sir.
Okay, don't worry. It will go up. I think the seasonal virus. Yes, Minhaji wanted to say something.
Sir, visualization, sir, is likely a technique for communicating or communicate a message with images or diagrams in computer.
Technique of communicating messages of images, as you said. Then how it is different from the presentation graphics? Minhaj,
Yes, sir.
how it is different from the presentation graphics?
Sir, it's like same.
It's like same, slight difference may have. Arifat, Ritu, can you tell about the difference of visualization and presentation graphics?
Yes, sir.
Yes, Ritu. Presentation graphics and visualization, what the possible difference it can have?
Sir, I can't.
Okay, it's all right. I'm just trying to knock randomly few of you so that I know that this is such a weather that it is always better to be in sleep, the continuous sleep, rather than actually doing the boarding classes, right? So let us actually get up at least, then maybe I can do. What about you, Rupu? Rupu, can you tell me about Rahat Islam, Rupu?
Yes, sir.
About a basic difference can be like presentation graphics or visualization in between them.
So,
Because in your quiz exam or maybe in the Viva if we have in the first term, at that time actually the question would be like that.
yes, sir.
Not like I'll ask you, okay, what do you mean by visualization?
So actually, visualization is any technique for creating images,
Right.
diagram, or animation to computer to communicate a message like that. And sir, and
What would be
one,
this communicative message? Even Minhaj also just mentioned. I'm not very clear what you mean by communicating a message. Can you give me a possible example from your idea?
so
What?
creating.
Yes.
So actually, in the image or
Mm-hmm.
So can I
Yes,
describe?
Iram.
Yes,
Yes,
sir.
Iram.
So mainly visualization means things or the concept that we have in our mind, but we want to express by the graphics. Actually, so graphical representation. So for an example, if I think of a concept of monolith that many of the scientists are having so much controversy over, so I have that in my mind, and I have a complex visualization in my mind, but in not in a practical way. So I have to make you understand that I am thinking like this. So
Okay.
I have a very um, critical representation of a graphics that I need to express. So visual representation means visualization means I'm thinking, and presentation means I am expressing my visualization into graphics. I think this is the
Okay.
thing.
All right. Thank you, Viram. It's a slightly different way you thought, but thinking about in both of the cases, you are using computer graphics. We try
Yes,
to
sir.
make it understand when we are saying that this is a visualization, this is a presentation. You can understand, or we all can understand actually that these both can actually overlap, right? Maybe I'm actually visualizing something, but that is also actually showing through a presentation, right? Maybe I'm using some tools, so they can actually overlap. But the basic difference between these two is visualization always actually focus. I have actually a huge set of data that actually I'm trying to represent with some creativity in such a way that maybe I'm creating a new image, so that in the example we have seen that this is actually a protein structure. This is a protein structure that we have actually put maybe different elements in the protein, so that actually that combined and look like that. Definitely there is no such a color maybe like that in the real life protein structure. Maybe it's an imagination for the designer who was actually working or researching with that. This is a visualization. But whenever we say it about the butter company that sells actually top head have been sit down and actually using the 6 months data, they try to actually use some this bar diagram to check maybe that what are the selling product, the best selling product maybe in some specific zone with the diagram. That is actually a graphics with a presentation, that you are actually presenting the data or the information. Okay? So there's a slightly significant difference, because this is actually a common visualization which we call the bar diagram, right? But whatever the structure or image you have created in the visualization, that could be very new for the first time that you have actually done it through your imagination. Okay, so that's actually the basic difference, because during any discussion that your concept should be clear, that when we are talking about visualization, why we are using that term, that scientific engineering and medical data sets, and that can be used mostly for the research, as we know, right? All right, we are coming back to the discussion again in detail, and let us go for the attendance. One thing, according to the instruction that they actually put in the Google Classroom, that you must have a your passport size photo, maybe that you have, and also your name with ID. Okay, that is strictly actually
Shit. Koi, 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 koi.
is there anyone here still that you are not connected in Google Classroom? Do you have anyone still now? Maybe not. Please do it, because very soon we are going to have a quiz exam. So if you don't have an space, then actually it will be a problem for you. So please get connected as quick as possible. Okay. All right. We are going to start with Alif Laila Jannat.
Yes, sir.
Do you have Alif Laila Jannat?
Yes, sir.
I can see her ID here, but I'm not
Sir is disconnected.
Yes.
बोलो क्या looking at me. Continental upper. আচ্ছা, স্যার কি মেকআপ ক্লাসের ব্যাপারে কিছু বলছিল ফাইনালি?
না ভাইয়া, স্যার তো ডিসকানেক্ট। হ্যাঁ, বুধবার সকালটা 1:30টার সময়।
তোর মেইলই করছে যে বুধবার সকালে ক্লাস হবে, যদি কারো সমস্যা থাকে, কনফ্লিক্ট থাকে, তাহলে কমেন্ট
সমস্যা আছে রে, আমাদের তো ক্লাস আছে।
ওটা তো রিপ্লাই দিতে হবে, আপনারা তো মেইল করছে, মেইলে রিপ্লাই দেন।
হ্যাঁ, রিপ্লাই দিয়ে দিছি। যাদের ক্লাস আছে তারা দিছে।
তাহলে ক্লাস কনফার্ম হবে, যাদের ক্লাস আছে তাদের আলাদা করে নেবে আবার, এমন কিছু?
8:30টায়।
আচ্ছা,
আমার তো মনে হচ্ছে আজকেরটা তো মেকআপ ক্লাস হবে।
আজকে তো শিডিউল ক্লাস এখন।
আর মানে বলতেছি কি এখন
তার ডিসকানেক্ট হয়ে গেছে না,
ও, আজকেরটা হবে তাই?
কারেন্ট চলে গেছে।
আচ্ছা,
সম্ভবত আজকেরটাও মেকআপ ক্লাস নিতে পারে।
কি করিনি।
স্যার কি ডিসকানেক্টেড হয়ে গেছে? কেউ কি স্যারকে কল দিছেন?
আর কিছু সময় যাক, তারপরে কল দিবানি।
ওকে।
ড্র দিয়ে আসর শুরু করলো লিওনেল মেসির আর্জেন্টিনা নিজেদের প্রথম ম্যাচে চিলির সঙ্গে 1-1 গোলে ড্র করেছে। শুরুতেই মেসি ও জিওভানি লো সেল
রূপু কি ধারাভাষ্য দিচ্ছ?
আর কি খেলার আপডেট দিচ্ছে।
আমি মনে করলাম প্র্যাকটিস করতেছে।
আরে ভাই
কোপা আমেরিকা
আচ্ছা স্যার হচ্ছে থাকতে বললো লাইনে, স্যার ট্রাই করতেছে কানেক্ট হওয়ার। ক্লাস টাইম পর্যন্ত
কারেন্ট চলে গেছে নাকি?
না, নেট নাই, ওই রকমই হবে একটা। বৃষ্টি হচ্ছে যেহেতু
হ্যাঁ
ওয়াইফাই নাই।
চলে যায়।
All right. Can you hear me?
Yes, sir.
Sir, we can hear you.
Okay. All right. I'm just taking some mobile data actually. Try to continue, and because the router is not still working. I don't know what happened. Maybe somewhere in the switch there's a problem. So let us continue the attendance. I think I cannot share you at this moment. Let me in offline try to take the attendance first. Then maybe I'll check that whether through the mobile I can share the slide or not. If I am not, then maybe anyone else of you can share. Then maybe we can continue. Okay. So Alif Laila Jannat, are you there?
Yes, sir.
Sir, key again disconnected.
Okay.
No, sir, is there.
That's fine. And Muhammad Ashikur Rahman Ashik. Muhammad Alamin. Can you hear me? Yes. So Muhammad Alamin.
Yes, please.
And Muhammad Ashikur Rahman Ashik is absent, right?
Sir, present.
Ashikur
Present.
Rahman Ashik. 151031.
Yes, sir. Present, sir.
Okay, that's fine. Nisha Tara.
Yes, sir.
Okay, Nishat. Muhammad Shoidul Islam Antar.
Present, sir.
All right, Antar. Sumaya Akhtar.
Yes, sir.
Okay, Arifa Akhtar Ritu.
Present, sir.
Okay, Ritu. Umme Jinatun Nisa.
Yes, sir.
Okay, Jinatun Nisa Parvez Alam.
Present, sir.
Parvez. Redwan Ahmed Ratul.
Yes, sir.
Salvi Sabah.
Yes, sir.
Zakaria Hassan
Yes,
Batu.
sir. Yes, sir.
Zakaria Hassan Batu. Okay, that's fine. Maria Mehrabin.
Present, sir.
Isra Jarin.
Present, please, sir.
Okay. Abdul Khalek. Yes, sir. Rabina Afrin Ami.
Yes, sir.
Tajnova Yasin Isha.
Yes, sir.
Muhammad Shariar Toyon.
Present, sir.
Hussein Ahmed Antur.
Present, sir.
Pruttasha Roy.
Yes, sir.
Sharonika Dash.
Yes, sir.
Okay. Khadija Rahman Ria.
Present, sir.
Rahat Islam Rupu.
Present, please, sir.
Mahmouda Akhtar.
Yes, sir.
Didar Al Mahmoud.
Present, sir.
Tamanna Tabassum.
Yes, sir.
Said Mahmoud Sifat. Said Mahmoud Sifat. Fairuz Tanjim Achol.
Yes, sir.
Sadiatun Nisa Shetuli.
Yes, sir.
Mustafa Iram. Uday.
Present, sir.
Okay. Sadia Hussain Mowi. Sama Sadia Hussain Mowi. Sadia Akhtar.
Yes, sir. Sadia Akhtar.
Okay. Bantakimur Rahman.
Yes, sir.
Atik Faisal Imam. Atik Faisal Imam. Rahul Devnath.
Yes, sir.
Okay, Rahul. Nishat Taslim Jyoti. Nishat Taslim Jyoti. Sadat Mahmud Khan.
Yes, sir.
Okay, Sadat. Firdaus Hussain Rifat.
Yes, sir.
Firdaus. Khaja
Yes, sir.
Minhaj. Khaja Minhaj
Yes,
bin
sir.
Moni.
Yes, sir.
Nahida Islam. Nahida Islam.
Yes, sir.
Are you there, Nahida? Okay.
Yes, sir.
Hasibul Hassan Shanto.
Yes, sir.
Okay. Charmin Sultana.
Yes, sir.
Okay, Charmin. Ryan Hussein.
Yes, sir.
Okay, Ryan. Mohammed Alamin.
Yes, sir.
Okay. So your ID is 19303055, right? Alamin?
Yes, sir.
Cadet. Okay, you're because we have same name, 50%. Muhammad Tariqul Islam. Muhammad Tariqul Islam.
Sir, 19103244. Present online. Friday, sir.
Sorry, let us discuss that later. Muhammad Tariqul Islam is absent. Muhammad Ashikul Jaman.
Yes, sir.
Okay, Ashik. So that yes, someone said that you are not absent, but it's showing.
Sir, 19103244.
Sadia Hussain Movi, right?
Yes, sir.
Okay, you were absent or?
No, sir. I was present, but I wasn't listening you, sir.
You can listen to me
Sound
properly
was
now.
unclear.
Okay, that's fine. I just updated. So we have absent now. I'm just with Said Mahmoud Sifat, Atik Faisal Limon, Nishat Taslim Jyoti, and Tariqul Islam. This 4% is absent. Otherwise, all are present. Let me get the serial number. That's 27, 34, and 36, and 45. Okay. About the makeup class that I put a post in the classroom that some of you already responded that you have actually triple E lab class by that time. So at least I think 1-2 students we can move to other section with other classes, but I think that would create trouble because some of you, I think 6, 7 or more than that maybe have the classes. So better we have to go for Saturday, maybe there is no other way. I wanted to put any of the schedule, which is actually then in the working day, means your regular class day that could be done, like Friday, Saturday. I know that you also don't have any classes, so I also wanted to keep it free, but somehow maybe it is not possible. So do you have any other schedule that you are actually free? Any other day that you have no classes?
Sir,
Like I think Monday morning. Do you have class in 8:30 in the Monday morning?
sir, instead Friday and Saturday, if you try to reschedule, someone will have conflict definitely because we are
No,
used.
that's not true. Definitely there is some of the schedule that we find out every semester. I try to find out at the beginning of the classes because if you have only one student conflict, we can manage because you know that any makeup class can happen once in a semester, maybe 1 or 2 class, maybe for some reason that have to for a makeup. So it is not a big deal. But still, if we go for Friday, Saturday, I don't want to go for Friday, Saturday, honestly say, because
It's weekend, yes, sir, definitely.
you also
Monday mornings I have no class.
Monday morning, if anyone, I'm just asking because major number of students are here.
Sir, I have class in
Monday
Monday morning.
morning, right?
Yes, sir.
Means
Sir, I have also
8:30.
class.
Many of us have
If we
classes
go
in Monday
for
morning.
okay, you just I've just let me tell you the time. You just let me know that if you have any class, okay? So what about 10:40 in Monday? You have class 10:40?
Sir, I have a class.
Yes, sir. I have a class.
Yes,
Okay.
sir.
Sir, I have a
What
I have a
about
class.
I have a
11,
class.
11:45?
Yes, sir, I have a class, sir.
Sorry, the class.
1:10?
Sir,
Yes,
I
I
have a
have a
class,
class,
sir.
sir.
Yes, sir.
The Monday is
I
a
have
very
a class, sir.
busy schedule, sir.
Monday you have very busy schedule. Okay, so
Yes,
that's
sir.
okay. Let us try how far we can go. So what about 2:15?
Yes,
Sir,
sir,
I
I
have
have.
2:15?
T20.
Okay, and 3:20 as well, right? And 4:25.
Sir, I have a class, sir.
I have
Yes, I have
class, sir.
class.
Sir, I
Okay.
have class.
All right, then let us forget about Monday. Tuesday morning we have class as like that we are doing, and then what about 10:40? No, sorry, 10:40. I have classes.
Yes, sir. I have a class, sir.
9:35. Do you have class?
Yes, sir, I have class, sir.
Yes, sir.
Okay.
Yes,
And
sir.
10:40 also we have class, right? 11:45.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir, we
Yes,
have.
sir.
Okay. Then uh, need to go 1:10.
Yes, sir, I have
Yes,
answer.
sir.
Okay.
Yes, sir.
2:15.
Sir, 215 chemistry.
Yes, sir. I have
Okay.
a class, sir.
And 3:20.
Yes, sir. I have a
Sir,
class.
the
Yes,
320
sir, I
we
have
have
a
class.
class.
All right. And 4:20. So Tuesday also we need to forget. Wednesday we don't have any class in the morning, right?
Yes, sir.
Means,
Yes, sir.
we don't have this class. Only Wednesday. A few of you have triple E, that lab class. Um, that is up to 9:40 as well. I have scheduled up to 10:40. What about 11:45 in Wednesday? Wednesday 11:45.
Sir, I have
Yes,
class.
sir.
Sir, I have a class.
Okay. Um, I hope that you are checking properly, right? Okay. Then 1:10 on Wednesday. 1:10
Sir,
on
I have class,
Wednesday.
Yes,
sir.
sir.
Yes, I have a class,
I
sir.
have class, sir.
Okay. It looks like there's no other way. 2:15,
Yes, sir, 215 I have class chemistry.
Yes,
3,
sir, I have class.
I have also,
3:20,
sir.
3:20.
Yes, sir. I have class.
Okay, and 4:25.
Yes, sir, I have.
I have class, sir.
I think now we can go for Thursday 11:45. Thursday 11:45.
Yes, sir, I have.
Yes, I have a class, sir.
Okay, I
Yes,
think
sir, I have.
1:10 is free for everyone.
No, sir, I have class.
Sir, I have a
Have
class.
class 1:10 on Thursday. I'm talking about 2:15.
Sir, I have class.
Sir, I have
I
class.
have class. I have class.
It looks like whatever Ashik says is becoming true. What about 3:20? 3:20 on Thursday.
Yes, sir.
Usually, our routine process, Thursday second half should be free for the seminar actually. So I'm not sure. Looks like many of you have classes as well. What about 3:20?
Sir, there is no class for 320, sir, for me.
Okay, if you have any class, anyone by any chance, I think maybe not. So if we want to avoid Saturday, maybe we can go for Thursday, right? 3:20, as you can see, and
Yes, sir.
there are chances. So let me check. I have another section actually to work out about it. If it is actually the same with section B as well, then maybe we can do it. I think I can see the internet is restored maybe. Let me quickly go through finish this slide that whatever is actually left. And give me a second.
Sir, you are lagging, sir. Your voice is lagging.
Well, just lagging, right?
Guys, can you hear, sir?
No.
No, no, I'm not
No.
saying anything. Just a second. I'm just changing the host. You can hear me now?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Okay. I was changing the host. Otherwise, I couldn't have access of something. Okay. It is so troublesome in the morning that when you have bad weather and it's taking too much time. All right, let us finish that part with this. I also had a plan to start the new chapter so that you can see the screen.
Yes, sir, we can.
Okay. Uh, for that, quickly recap that computer-aided design that for the applications we are discussing about the CAD, the feature already Professor said at the very beginning that designing to the wireframe line so that the internal feature can be seen. That is actually a good feature. Also, it can have an animation so that you design a actually machine and you can animate, have a movement, and you can find out actually how it looks like, how easy your design is working. Also, you have actually a three-dimensional, actually a simulated application maybe where actually you can have a walk through the room, so the virtual reality system can be done. So these are updated actually feature for your computer-aided design. Presentation graphics, we already said that the data, a huge amount of data for maybe the financial purpose or maybe statistical purpose or even the scientific research as well, that you are actually trying to present your data, making an information through some charts like bar chart, line graph, pie chart, and so on. So that's basically the presentation graphics. Try to understand actually the information inside. We already use the word inside, means the inner meaning from a huge amount of the data. And the art, computer art, part of the designing as well, that we have many softwares now with many devices as well that can support the spatial, the tablet or digitizer, spatial pressure sensitive stylus pen that you can touch on the screen and can actually, that screen can change the color or maybe can be have a different shape to draw. Okay, so that can be done in electronic painting. We discussed about morphing as it is a computer art, part of the computer art, a special technique actually, so that changing one form of the image to another form, and that can be done with the cross fading technique. We discussed what do you mean by cross fading technique, so that every pixel level, the values of the color can now from one point to another point, actually they can actually change and can take a different target color that maybe you can set out. Okay, so this is actually done so smoothly, that is actually called that seamless transition. The changes is very smoothly can be done. So that's actually morphing. We have many applications for the morphing. This not only this fantasy movies that you can find it in the advertising, in the marketing, in different logo, or maybe in commercial purpose also it can be used. Entertainment, video games, especially it's actually grabbing a huge area for the animation and also that work for the computer graphics, also the films, the movies, the special effects. Okay, so that mostly can be used for the entertainment as well. Education and training, very special one. We already said that the simulation is the kind of a virtual reality that an environment can be created. So that is actually the education and training. Computer generated models of physical, financial, economical system that can be used as educational aid. So physical, financial, and economic system, we have some example here. So a model can be created and can be used for the education or for the training. As you can see, some a model for a physical system. While in physiological system in the medical science, which is very important, as you know, that which is have a movement of the ligament on the knee, and that you can find out that how the muscle can be pushed and how it actually work out. So that is for the physiological system time frame for the population. trained through the chart that you can actually show, color coded diagram that is can be used for the educational purpose also. Like this is actually uh, that uh, what is called the bone actually structure for a dinosaur head. So that these are actually many purposes can be used for education training for the computer graphics. While the simulation is actually very important, while you have a simulation for the training, as you know that according to your input through some devices that you give, the image can change, and then actually you can get some experience of the real life. So that training in the pilot or maybe the ship captains or heavy equipments also can be used for it. Visualization, a special one, we said the main feature for the visualization is creating a new image through your imagination. And to do that one, you need some data set. So a data set you are representing through a new type of image, maybe that you have formed, and can be used for scientific, engineering, and medical data sets. So especially in the research in level, mostly in the scientific research level, visualization is very common. The example, as we have seen in that air flow inside a thunderstorm can be analyzed, or a protein structure. We discussed something about this one. About this is also a very good example of the visualization software. Why it is a good example? Because this is actually one of the Mars rover. As you know, that rover is itself is a robot, and that is actually operated by the computer from the planet Earth to Mars now on the landed, and it's been working there. Whenever it was in last February, it was landed in this planet. At one point when it reached in Mars after 7 months of journey, then it took actually only 7.5 minutes to to land on the surface from the very close ground of the Mars when it is reached in the atmosphere. Now that 7.5 minutes, the from planet Earth, this machine was disconnected because that time actually they cannot control it. Okay. Now what they do, they completely had a visualization for it. Entire journey was a visualization because at some point you cannot actually capture through the camera, so that they have a visualization. Now this visualization work, the data it sends, on the basis of that they do the real life visualization that it can be created. Now you can see here that the distance from the surface of the Mars and how many minutes to entry, how many minutes to touch down the surface, it has been actually given. And the main interesting part is the data to reach from this point to planet Earth in NASA, that Jet Propulsion Laboratory they have. It takes around 19 minutes. Now you can understand that whenever I get the message, that time maybe it already crashed on the surface. You have no control on it. So what they do, the entire system they actually develop in a program, and then they actually put down in the machine so that it can work automatically. Without that, it's not possible. Okay, successfully it was possible. It has landed, and actually we have some image processing. There's an example of image processing activity there as well, that what kind of software they have been for this landing. That I will this is a simulation that you can see that it is what actually it has done, the image processing. Also in this link we have the real life video as well.